Does the full moon have effect on you and that it makes you feel uneasy due to the moon? The full moon, does it have effect on you and that it makes you feel uneasy due to the moon being more powerful and that it makes you more vulnerable to sihr?
That's a deep question. Regarding the effect of the moon on the human, there are studies that have been done in the West by non-Muslims. And interestingly, when you look at the word lunatic, like what do you call somebody that's crazy? You call them a lunatic. That comes from lunar, loon, the moon. When you talk about Looney Tunes, like that guy's loony, that again comes from the loon, lunar calendar, the moon. Um, and that means even in Western society, they have understood that there is an effect of the moon on the human. When you talk about myths and stories, they come, even if they're fake, they have their bases in some kind of a tradition, right? Like vampires are not real, but there was a count or a king that was in Eastern Europe, and you can look him up, that impaled people and things like this, and that's where these legends then developed into Count Dracula drinking blood or whatever. But even if it's not exactly the way the fake story is, there is an asal to it, right? In the same way, when you talk about werewolves, howling at the full moon and becoming, I don't believe in werewolves, but it does tell you that we do realize that the full moon has an effect. Some studies have been done about emergency calls being higher when there's a full moon and so on, not conclusively. But in the tafsir of Surah Falaq, many of the ulama have mentioned that إِذَا غَاسِقٍ إِذَا وَقَبْ has to do with the moon and the not just the full moon, but the latter part of the cycle of the moon when it starts to become less, and how magic was done more during that time, and so on. So the full moon itself, wallahu alam, I mean, I cannot say without a clear evidence, either from the Quran, Hadith, or a scientific evidence. But from the tafsir of غَاسِقٍ إِذَا وَقَبْ, we can say that the lunar cycle does have an effect, that the people who do engage in magic utilize that, and may Allah protect us from it. Go ahead.